Yo, you know what? I'm not even gonna act happy right now, bitch, because y'all know what happened. I know what really happened to my soul last week. Nigga, ain't no fanfare this week. If you watching the show and you ain't grieving with me, I hope you slip on this ice out here and get into a fender bender. Not die in an accident, but just inconvenience for the day. Ed, talk to these niggas. I ain't got shit to say.
We are the champions. We are. Dun, 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 dun. Wah! All right.
Welcome to the Too Late We Said It podcast. Well, I know real ghoulish. Welcome to the Too Late We Said It podcast.
That's how it feels sometimes. Look, I was pained by it. You know, I know how Sean feels when Tyler Luke missed that kick. We didn't even make the playoffs. Y'all made it to the NFC Championship. And I mean, I didn't want to be right about the situation, but like I knew it was going to be a tight contested, so it could be anyone. You know, as we said, it could have been any one of the teams that won. It's just, unfortunately, I feel bad for Devontae Adams.
I feel bad for me. Fuck Devontae Adams.
He's playing those games, going to those games.
That nigga got beautiful dreadlocks. He got beautiful dreadlocks and millions of dollars and a fit white woman at home. He gonna be okay. Look at me. I'm struggling.
Look at me. But hey, you know, here we are, episode 4. The show must go on.
In the name of Jesus. Guys, welcome back to week 4 of episode 3 of the Too Late We Said It podcast. We thank you guys for joining us for another week of insanity and integrity. You know, it's a crazy blend that we got going on here. Ed, how you been, man? How was your week outside of my depression?
Let's talk about the most important thing. I finally did something other than going to work. You said
get out of town.
It's like, yo, Ed, tell them about what you've been doing. Nothing, just going to work, come home. I submitted a rap verse after not doing recording or writing since 2011-12, somewhere in there. Haven't written or done nothing, right? And then recently I started dabbling, you know, with the family. We're trying to make you know, get my kids involved, that they do some little rap here and there. So I'm trying to help them. So it kind of got me in there just to try to help them like do their thing. But it started like creeping in, like the desire. But I was just sitting on that desire. And then I see this contest right in front of my eyes. And I decided I'm going to do it. Fate steps in and says, you're not going to do it. I had a crazy day at work Friday, and I worked way longer. I didn't get home till like 8 p.m. You know, when you're in your 40s, 8 p.m. is only an hour and a half away from bedtime. You know?
Might as well be midnight. Shit.
By the time I'm showered into my like sleeping clothes, into my house clothes, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'm already sleepy. Like, ain't nobody writing no rap verses while they sleep.
Ed, hold on, yo. Ed, you old as shit. You said house clothes.
I did.
When I put on my house clothes, nigga, I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to sleep. I'm not going nowhere when I got my house clothes, unless I'm going to like the grocery store. You can see me at the grocery store with my house clothes on.
That's it.
But that's it. Or maybe I'm going to do a carry out. Get some carry out in my house.
In and out. Yo,
that's it. Yo. So I'm like, I'm just not going to do it. It wasn't meant to be. I just thought to myself. But you know, I'm off on the weekend, so it's Friday night, and I'm in bed though at this point. It's past 10 o'clock, and I'm just laying there and I fall asleep.
Your toes.
I wake up like 2 a.m. I just couldn't get my eyes to close, and I'm like, what is keeping me awake? And then immediately it dawned on me. I said, it's like a little voice in my head said, you still got time, because the deadline was the 24th, which was Saturday, and I was like, you still got time. So I just got up out of bed, jumped in the booth just like this, and y'all seen it. If you a fan of the show, you checked it out. But it's got over 100 views at this point, so I would assume that most of our fans that follow us has seen it. But the fact of the matter is, I did it 2 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep, and it was just basically me being motivated to just submit it. I'm not expecting to win, and if I win, great. But I'm not expecting to. But what it did was it ignited my desire to do something, like we was talking about a couple episodes back when you was telling me you still could do it, yo. And I was like, yeah.
Now, since Ed gave y'all, now that Ed gave y'all the Disney Junior story on how this came about, y'all, if y'all heard the joint, it's called The Way and the Truth. Yeah, I'm saying my nigga woke up at 2 a.m. A demon woke him up at 2 o'clock. Exactly, nigga. The clock struck 2. He woke up. Got in the booth. Nigga, I'm God. Whack ass niggas. Leaning on rappers, yo. He woke up shitting on niggas at 2 o'clock in the morning. Possessed.
I'm gonna break down the lyrics for people because people are gonna break down the lyrics. It was originally it was supposed to say.
You know I had to spark that. So
originally, the first line was supposed to be "I am the mic in the booth," but after I heard myself say it, it seemed like I was being a little cocky because right after that I said "I am the way and the truth." Now I wasn't specifically saying that that's me. I was basically like rap artists.
The truth is the way and the truth. Yeah,
right. So it's like rap artists, like they become they. It's like everybody creates idols for themselves, right? And in this scenario, the microphone becomes the idol to the artist because they need that mic. The mic is what translates their words.
That's their tool.
And then you can see words as scripture. So there's the words and scriptures, the mic being the God in the situation, and then the lyrics being the prayer to the mic. And then the mic is the way and the truth, meaning it's the truth of what you're spitting. But then in the flip side, it's talking about how people perpetrate a false truth because they're trying to present a truth that people want to hear versus the truth of them being themselves. But when I was saying it, I felt like people would misinterpret that I'm saying that when I say I am the mic in the booth, it's basically saying like I'm God. But then no matter what I said, the way and the truth. But then people can misinterpret. So that's why I'm just gonna say that line is the tone for the whole verse. And if you listen to the verse, then you'll understand when I say that.
Right.
That it's basically like the microphone is talking back to you, telling you to be authentically yourself, be yourself, and that's how you'll gain true wealth. That's it. That's basically the message to that verse was be yourself, and that's how you gain true wealth.
Hey man, that was fire. Hey, we fuck with it, yo.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey man, make sure you check that out, man. It's on the Too Late We Said It podcast. It's one bar. You know, it's what I was about to say. It's one bar.
It's one verse. It's one verse.
Fire. Check it out, man. Support Ed, man. You'll be surprised. You'll be like, Ed? You'll be like, yeah, he right on this shit. Like I thought he had a I swear he had the blicky right under the camera. Right under the camera, he had the blicky. Right under the camera.
Yeah, the blicky is the cross. Praise Jesus.
Now you John Constantine, huh? All right, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Be gone, demon. The demon woke me up and I put him back to sleep with that verse.
Put him back to sleep in the booth.
Yo, because after I was done recording, I slept to like 12, 11 something. Got up, made the video
those
the
demons.
video got made after the fact because it looks like I'm rapping in real time, but that was designed to be like that. I recorded the video while listening to the song and I was spitting with the song so that it would look like I'm doing it. Yeah, and then I synced it so that way it would look like I'm spitting in real time. But I already had pre-recorded that at 2 a.m. I was done at like 3:15. Writing the verse and recording it. So that all transpired within a matter of like an hour and 20 minutes. And I went to sleep, woke up at 11:30. And I recorded the thing. It was a one take. It didn't take long to do. You know, you're just basically spitting back your own lyrics and then recorded it, did the effects that I was going to do. The black and white, kept it simple because I was like, he wants a video as part of the entry. Boom, boom, boom.
You had mirror images, though. You had the mirror images.
So you saw the short version.
I'm like, yeah, this nigga, he on one tonight.
Yeah, so there's 2 versions of it on the page. Like the video is a standard 16:9. Then I made a short version of it for people that are watching it on mobile, and that's where I took the. So I did that after the fact, after I submitted it. So the official submission is the standard 69, but then for the fact is like people are gonna watch this on mobile, so I made another version mobile that way. So mobile friendly one.
Hey, tell them about the contest real quick and where they can check it out and vote on the contest, not just the page.
Well, it's not going to be voted by people, unfortunately. This is going to be a decision made by the artist that's creating it. He's going to listen to these real time. So keep it out. His name is @Crip the Rapper. He's on YouTube. He's a dope lyricist himself, and he's to me, like, I've been following him because he's really good at breaking down lyricists. You know what I'm saying? Like he's good at breaking down lyrics. So like I'd watch him lyric videos because it's fun to break down lyrics and then hear it from somebody's perspective and maybe get some perspective that you didn't catch. And it kind of makes you better at analyzing lyrics by listening to somebody that's really good at doing that. And he's really good at doing that.
Hey, what? You fucking with the Crips?
Nah, Crypt the Rapper. Like
Crypt. Okay.
Not Crips.
Okay.
Crypt. Like a crypt.
Like a crypt keeper.
Yeah, Crypt Keeper, exactly.
Okay, I thought you said.
So I don't know why he decided for that to be his rap name, but don't let that name give you a false visual of who he is. You'd have to go to the page and see. He's a really chill dude.
Be heavy on that T next time.
Yeah, Crypt. I did say Crypt, didn't I?
Put a whip. Put a whip on that thing.
CRYPT, CRYPT, the rapper, at Crypt the Rapper on YouTube. And I don't know when he's gonna do the live on it, but when it does, I'm in the next live is where my entry is gonna be, and he'll react to it live, and he'll decide whether or not it moves to the next round of entries. By he'll favorite it. If he doesn't favorite it, that means you're not even in consideration. So I just my success is to get it favorited. I don't expect to win because there's so many other artists that are so much better and further along than I am, because I had such a long layoff, so I'm kind of rusty. But I'm just happy with getting back in the game, and this is like this just sparks my desire to do it. So if I get that favorite, it's gonna be a validation for me.
It's gonna be another track.
But he might not. It's not gonna change how I feel about it. I'm still back in it now. It's about to happen. I'm about to go start writing again and whatnot. But I just want to see if I get in there, and if I do, cool. If not, it's all good, because I shot my shot and it was a quick. I woke up 2 a.m. and did it after 10 years not doing it. I mean, I was like, what more can I expect? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's what's up, man. We glad you. Let me hit you one more time. Pause.
But yeah, I definitely want. I think it does help. Like if once that time comes, it could happen tomorrow, the next day at some point, because he had that snowstorm that kind of delayed the process. So at some point that live can happen tomorrow, the next day. I have no idea when it's gonna happen, but he's just gonna go live and start reacting to the next set of entries. And when that happens, it kind of looks better. It's gonna increase the chances of when he goes clicks on the entry, he sees that it's got 200 plus views and comments, because that's gonna show that I have an audience, which increases like it's another criteria to the whole thing. Is like the video quality, the sound quality, the lyrics I'm spitting, how it plays to the ear, and also if it's being received well. So all of these things are possible criteria for him choosing the verse that he's going to choose to be on the cipher that he's doing.
Okay.
Which is the fourth annual. He's done it 3 other times. This is the 4th time. So if I don't make it this time, I'll go to the next one. I'll be on the 5th one. Another one.
All right, no doubt. Though we wish you well on that, Ed. We
appreciate it.
All right, here we go. Let's kick everything off, man. So the first topic on today's menu, I had titled it "I put on for my city." I put on for my city. I put on for my city. East side, West side. So we're not talking about Jeezy selling cocaine put on for your city. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about U.S. cities with the most pizzazz, the most personality, the most soul. So when you look at the landscape, and this is only in the U.S., of course, you got serious cities like Paris and Milan and Thailand and shit like, or not Thailand, you know what I mean? You got big cities out there, but we're talking about strictly in the USA. When you think about USA cities, Ed, what would be your top 5? We know it's a lot of personality. Top 5 cities.
I'm glad I traveled.
When you meet somebody, you like, oh, that nigga, she from Chicago. He from Dallas.
I've met a lot of people from Chicago, but unfortunately, I haven't got a chance to go to the Windy City.
Okay.
But I've been to Detroit.
But you know Kanye. Go ahead. I'm fucking with you.
Oh man, I think it's interesting that we was started off with "I Put On for My City." If everybody caught the last episode, season 2 went to Atlanta. I'm just gonna bring this up really fast and get back into it. And that was like one of the theme songs in the stadium was "I Put On for My City."
Yo, that stadium was rocking.
That stadium had the. I'm gonna give it to them. They had the best music in that stadium, and like they had a great lineup of music. All right, so
the environment was crazy in the stadium.
I think Atlanta definitely will be in the top 5. I don't have no particular order because I'm gonna be biased and say Baltimore number 1.
Yeah, just give me 5. Just give me 5. No order.
So I'm gonna say Atlanta, New York, Baltimore, Detroit, and Miami.
Now hold on. Elaborate on just not in depth. I don't want you to say the streets are lined with shaven gravel. I don't want you to get.
I can't. That's why I wanted to shout out Chicago, because I can't sit. These are all cities I've been to, and I've been to other cities as well. But I can't sit there and like put Chicago in the top 5. I've never been there, so it's a subjective list. People are going to have different lists based on the cities they've been to and the cities where they're from. So, but you want me to elaborate on each one of those 5 cities?
So Baltimore. One reason why.
Baltimore. One reason why is
The
the
Marquee.
grittiest city, and also they have a beautiful harbor area that's just its own thing. It's its own thing. You gonna sit there and tell me that coastline, that picture of the harbor coming into the city is not the prettiest thing you gonna see? Come on, man, with that. You looking at it from the internal workings of Baltimore, so you seeing it with.
I say the Baltimore City skyline is like a girl in a club from 75 feet away, and you want 30 shots of Don Julio. Like from a distance, you're like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's looking good. It's looking good from 95.
Yo, and they got
when you get off
the clubs though too.
That's okay. I give you.
You
that.
ain't
Go
messing.
ahead.
You ain't messing with the Baltimore club music. When you go into the club, they know club like ain't nothing like Baltimore's club music. I ain't trying to hear a lot of people trying to trying to recreate it. You can't do it. You can't do it. And you don't agree. It's all right. It's all good.
People say Baltimore club music ain't nothing, and I'm not saying this at all because I'm from here.
But I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Club music ain't nothing but Chicago house music. Some people say that.
Chicago wish that they could do it like we do it.
All right, so cool. Baltimore, New York.
That's another reason why I can't go to Chicago now. See what you done did? I was like, I never been to Chicago. Now I see why. They keep trying to steal. They keep trying to swagger jack us. Yo, you the windy city is windy over there. They know you can't do these dances when it's windy. I say, you'll fly away and shit. Yo,
it's like going to I Fly dancing outside of Chicago.
Fly away.
Go on and fly like an eagle.
From Chicago, and they're really good. They're really like cool people. So
yeah,
I can't speak
on
it.
Nice
but city. Chicago talking that silly shit, talking about ain't nothing but our music.
All right, so let it go, yo. Let it go, yo. Let it go, yo. Let it go.
Don't say nothing like that.
Get slapped silly.
You guys have house music. We got Baltimore club music. It's two different genres.
Two different vibes.
Yeah. We use
let it go, yo.
Kicks
let it go,
and
yo.
BPMs, but it's not the same music, yo. When you put them next to each other, they sound absolutely different. Stop.
He pulled that gun out again, y'all. He pulled that gun out again.
Yeah, stop it.
All right, so you said Baltimore, New York.
Yeah. Baltimore, New York, Atlanta, Detroit, and Miami.
All right, so why New York? One word. Sum up New York in one word.
New York is the only thing I can. Is New York. There's no city like New
Frank
York.
Sinatra. It's up to you, New York.
Listen, New York has been the staple of an American city since forever. All of the countries outside of the U.S., when they think of America, they're thinking of New York City as this main city of the Americas. You know what I'm saying? That's where the Statue of Liberty is. You know what I'm saying? That's New York City. You know what I'm saying? They also, just like Baltimore, have their own whatchamacallit?
Swag. They got their own swag. Their own flavor.
Yeah.
So okay, so New York, Detroit.
I said New York. Oh no, after New York is Detroit.
You said Atlanta and then Detroit.
Atlanta, then Detroit. Yeah. The reason why I'm gonna say Atlanta over Detroit is just because it's like Detroit is gritty, raw, you know what I'm saying? But Atlanta is flavor. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta got flavor. That's the South. Like you thinking of the South, you thinking of Atlanta. If you don't know nothing about the South, the first city you're gonna think of is Atlanta. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't know shit about the South, the first South you're gonna think of is Atlanta. You don't even consider Miami, even though that's a southern city as well. But Miami is its own thing. So we'll get to Miami. But Atlanta, it really embodies
get me bodied. Looking at
it embodies the city version of a southern culture. It's the city version of a southern culture, and there's so much that comes out of Atlanta that you can't say Martin Luther King. Boom, that's it. I shouldn't say no more. Matter of fact,
was Martin Luther King from Atlanta? Yeah?
I don't know, but he lived there, and that's good enough for me.
Yo, rounded him up to Atlanta.
We went to his museum. That's it. That won me over.
Atlanta's the greatest city
ever, man.
That's good enough.
It's good enough.
Close enough, Nick.
It's like if you could drive by his house, that's in there. Is he from Atlanta? Absolutely. He has a house there.
That was Martin Luther King house.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I be thinking Selma. You know Black history more than me tonight. Just for tonight. All right, look.
Just for tonight.
All right. So after
we got Detroit,
we got Atlanta, and we got Miami. Tell me Miami.
Oh, Miami was the next one, or did I say Detroit?
You said Detroit is gritty and all that, and then you said
Oh yeah,
Atlanta
yeah.
got the
Oh yeah.
flavor,
So
and
we
then
already kind of
Miami
mentioned Detroit. Detroit's gritty.
is cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's gritty, but it's like you think of strength, like strength and determination. You know what I'm saying?
I think of
I spent a little time in Detroit, and it's like you can see there's a different energy, like of confidence, like people.
of struggle.
But then listen. At the end of the day, if you go to a city, all the cities have similarities and all the cities have their differences. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to things, I'm just speaking about the notables, right? So just because I said you think of strength, that means that other cities are not strong. That's not what
Right.
I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's that's what comes off in the beginning, interactions with people, confidence, strength, and pride. And that's how I see Detroit. It's like gritty, but we're like not afraid to tell you that we here type. So respect Detroit. And then
Okay.
Miami is like that's where you go. That's the party city. That's like you're immediately thinking, oh, that's when you want to go on vacation. Let's go to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. It's got Latin culture, Cuban culture there. It's blended. The street signs have English and Spanish name streets. And they have streets that are in Spanish and in English. So it's like you got the Latin flavor and culture that's there in Miami. La Calle Ocho is like a huge historical
Street
place
8.
where it's a festivities that go on. Come on, man.
La
And
Calle
also,
29.
yeah, we spoke about La Calle Ocho. Remember, it's like episode 1 or 2. And that's how you look at Miami. That's where you go to vacation. Everybody's walking around with shorts and bikini tops. Not everybody.
Ass out.
The ladies are walking around with shorts and bikini tops.
No, you're right.
My bad. Everybody's walking around with shorts and bikini tops.
That's what it is.
So it's like that's Miami. Is like so you think of Miami, that's where you want to go. There's cities that you don't want to go, but Miami is a city that you want to go.
Yeah,
and that's how you see Miami.
I would say for 5, I would say Baltimore for sure, because everywhere I go, it's like people already know about this place.
Yeah.
I would say Atlanta for sure, just because Atlanta is just its own animal. Being black and going to Atlanta is just like it's sort of like you going to Wakanda a little bit. You walk in that motherfucker, everybody, you know what I'm saying, already on the type of time you on. It's amazing. I would say Dallas is a very, very unique city. The people in Dallas,
and also home of the civil rights movement.
What, Atlanta?
Yeah,
I think that's where it got its. Is that the
that's
birth
where
of the civil rights?
No, not the birth. Like more so, like that's where all the traction happened. That's when everything started to happen. Or am I wrong?
Everywhere in the South. You think about the countries, the states like Mississippi, like. And in Georgia, things was bad, but in Mississippi
and Little Rock also,
and in the great state of Mississippi, Nick,
yeah,
that's where it was. That's where you had to get it out the mud in Mississippi.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Atlanta for
Memphis.
a lot of.
There's also a lot of strong black
in?
leaders are from Atlanta, or am I wrong again?
What state is Memphis in?
Mississippi. I just drove through.
No,
there.
Memphis, Tennessee.
I mean Memphis, Tennessee. Oh,
Memphis, Tennessee.
Bugging, yo.
What you say?
I'm bugging. I said Memphis. I just drove through there. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Tennessee.
Yeah, but I know what you. All that's the South.
I was
Bible
fixated
belt.
on Memphis because I wanted to talk about Memphis.
That barbecue
that's
had you
Memphis,
fucked up.
man. Memphis.
You wanted to say Memphis, boy.
Memphis.
No, but all that's the Bible belt down there.
My geography is terrible. I'm keeping it in.
That's okay. You drunk. It's all right. I'll let you live. So I got Baltimore, Atlanta, Dallas. What else? It's just like I would say New Orleans is a city that people is just like with somebody from New Orleans. What's that?
People got the wrong idea about Mardi Gras about New Orleans, but that's a topic later. We're gonna
talk about Mardi Gras.
That's why I didn't mention New Orleans, because I didn't want to talk about a topic we was already gonna talk about.
No, we're not gonna talk about
New Orleans should be in that too. I'm tripping. Let's replace Detroit with New Orleans.
So hold on. So it don't even got nothing to do with. It don't even have nothing to do with Mardi Gras. I'm talking about just like the spirit of the people.
Nah, man, Cajun, voodoo.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All the
stories,
stuff.
Man. A lot of vampire stories coming from that. One of the greatest vampire stories, True Blood, is is in the Louisiana area. You know, Bon Ton, that's a real place. You got Lafayette was the name of a character. Lafayette, Louisiana is a location. You got Baton Rouge. I mean, everybody knows these places in Louisiana. You know
so that's what I'm saying.
Shreveport,
but not even the
Shreveport, which is
not
only
even
like
the places though, Ed. I'm not even talking about the places. I'm not talking about the locations. I'm talking about if you meet people in Louisiana, outside of Louisiana, you gonna know this is somebody from. I mean, not even Louisiana. You gonna know somebody from New Orleans. Like niggas from Shreveport not standing on Shreveport like somebody that's from New Orleans. Remember we saying like
it's not New Orleans, yo. It's Nolens. It's Nolens.
Nawlins.
Yes.
Nolens.
That's also a food spot, which if you go down to Nolens, go to Nolens on the French Quarter, that place is off the chain, yo. Get yourself a freaking gator burger and gator nuggets and have a good time.
And what's them joints called they be eating down there? Baguettes, not
boudin balls,
not boudin
bombs,
beignets.
Yeah, and boudin balls are the shit.
I never had no boudin balls. I ain't had no balls for real. All right, so and I don't know where I would go with 5. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll just have 4. I really can't think of nobody else. I don't really like Miami, man. Miami is like I don't know. Miami feel just like. Would you
trade Miami for Nolens?
Hell no. I'd rather go to New Orleans than Miami.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, did I say it wrong? Would you trade? Yeah, Miami for Nolens. Yeah, so you would trade Miami in and pick Nolens over Miami.
Oh, every time.
As a party city. Yo.
10 times out of 10.
Bourbon Street goes on
forever. Oh, it's a party city. Now that's a different thing. Miami party scene is different. But I'm 30.
Ain't no 40, city in the U.S. got 24-hour party.
What in Miami?
Vegas. Bourbon Street don't close, yo.
Vegas, you
can have the sun up and still be sipping like.
You could do the same thing in Vegas, though.
Oh, for real? All right.
You been to Las Vegas? You know,
I have, but I was there from a military base, so I only got one night on the city. And it was with a whole bunch of other soldiers, so we had to be on our best behavior.
Oh shit! Okay.
I got to see the city, but I didn't get to live the city.
You didn't get to see it. Okay, I got you.
I saw what it. Yeah, it definitely is America's playground for sure. Like if this is if there's such thing as an adult playground, Las Vegas is an adult playground.
Yeah, and I wouldn't put Vegas. I wouldn't put Vegas on this list though because. I don't really, and this is just in my experience, I haven't met anybody that's like Vegas-y. Like, I feel like that's a transient city where people just come to Vegas from.
People come from everywhere. All over the U.S.
LA is a city. Yeah. LA is a city.
Oh, Los Angeles is the city of angels.
Los Angeles City is with a lot of personality for sure. Yeah. For sure. I guess that would be my number 5.
I think that's the most culturally different city in the United States. Like if you go anywhere else, you're gonna find similarities, but Los Angeles is its own thing.
Like I think
it's kind of like New York is too. New York and Los Angeles kind of have that they have their own thing that you immediately know if you grew up in any of these cities, you're gonna know it. Oh, you're a New Yorker. Or
that's what I was gonna say. If for Europe and those countries over there in the EU, New York is the face of America. But if you like Tokyo, China, all that over there.
Yeah, LA
is the face. Hollywood, all of that. Chris Tucker.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. So yeah, guys, if you're watching the show, go ahead, drop in the comment. What do you think? Do you agree with me and Ed? Did we miss something out? Did we completely whiff on this list? Tell us what you think your top 5 is as far as, and remember, it's cities with the most pizzazz. When you go somewhere else, this is clear. This is somebody from Oklahoma City, or whatever you want to say.
That's the top 3. New York, Baltimore, Los Angeles. I can't believe it just blanked on me.
On what?
Like if I had a top 3, that would be my top 3. New York, Baltimore, and Los Angeles.
That's crazy biased. We can tell because you're from here. That's like
Baltimore. I told you this is subjective. I can't just ignore Baltimore.
LeBron,
fuck
Jordan,
that objectivity on
Kyle
this situation.
Korver. He went Tom Brady.
If you're
Peyton
from any
Manning.
city that is mentioned in the top 5, you're gonna all say you're the number 1 city. It's just you're supposed to.
No, that's
It's
not
your
keeping it
city.
real. That's not being
It's how you
unbiased.
put on for your city. You put on for your city by repping your city, which means that everybody that's from their city puts on, meaning that we number 1. Atlanta, go to Atlanta. We number 1. Go to Chicago. We number 1. They over there talking about they invented Baltimore Club. We number 1.
He gonna hold on to that shit. He ain't gonna let that go.
But it's fine. But Detroit, they're like, we number 1. Los Angeles ain't no city like Los Angeles.
Ain't no party like a party. All right, here we go, Ed. Let's keep it moving. Next, it's a topic that has become more prevalent in today's time. I guess it's always been around though, because back in the day in the 1800s, remember Ben Franklin and them niggas used to wear them wigs and shit, you know. So I guess people have been practicing beautification for quite some time. But it's the topic of deception or self-love. And it covers everything from wigs, which ladies wear, those skull hats or hair hats, as I call them, that men wear. You know, you go get your shit shaved in a horseshoe, and then they put down spackle, and then put down a black tarp.
Oh, that's the realness. I thought you were just joking.
No,
so they really do a horseshoe, yo.
They cut a horseshoe. Like most people, shit grow right here. Your shit good right here. Like I'm going bald right here. This
That's
shit on the side.
Yo, he getting bald to say it's fire, yo. Look, yo.
Yeah, I think that's just the way it go. Cause so
I ain't wearing this hat to hide none. I'm wearing this hat because it says Imani OT. Let the record show. Because I never have a hat on, so y'all can not say, "Oh, you hiding his bald." It's like, nah, man, I embrace it. I ain't scared of that shit. Just like I embrace
we talked about this many a times. We talked about being bald many a times. But so we talk about wigs, hair hats, girdles. Men and women wear girdles to compress or tighten. Let's keep it real.
Are you serious? The girdles? I for real need one, so I shouldn't even laugh. Every time I laugh, it's like
we standing on our Mucinex bodies. It's okay. We good.
My hands are to my side because they to my side. They holding the belly.
Got the Santa Claus posture. But so we know all of these things. We are not denigrating or putting down any shape or fashion of doing these things. Whatever makes you feel good about yourself, for sure, do it. But let's say you go out on a date with somebody, with a guy. He go out on a date with a hair hat on. He compressing his body tight.
Did he got
on
do
one
the
of them shirts? You said he got a horseshoe.
Okay,
he covered the horseshoe though. He got the turf.
The horseshoe is just the shape to put it on.
So this is what they do. Let me explain the hair hat.
Okay, yeah, because I don't understand it.
So if you look at your hair, your side of your head stand on business. It don't usually go bald. This here is what be patchy and shit. So they cut you bald, then they put down industrial strength caulk on your shit or whatever they use to glue the shit down. Then they get black turf. Now they get hair. They get like synthetic weave, like a big ass bunch, and it look like an afro, and glue it on your shit. And then they cut a fade.
Oh, they cut it like doing a haircut.
With the grain, they cut it, and then it look like you got a fade. And then every like 2 weeks, they pull your shit back. Cause your city football field grass grow back. You know, shit look all patchy and shit.
So they gotta cut that back down and shave it back down.
Cut it, and then they recaulk it and then reinstall your shit back on.
So how long does it last before you got to?
It lasts about 2 or 3 weeks. The caulk lasts 2 weeks.
Hey, that's not bad. 2 weeks. So two weeks.
So now you know the process.
Now I'm caught up. All right.
So let's say you go on a date with a chick.
Now. All right.
Y'all go to Autobahn go-kart track, for example. You doing 45 in a curve, and your turf come up. You feel me? Now she see you with your turf come up. Is she wrong? Is she shallow for being like, I can't. I like my beat down low and my top laid back. She can't fuck with nobody with their top laid back. Is she shallow for that?
Man, it's gonna depend on the genuineness of her reasoning. You know what I mean? Is the reasoning just because he's bald? Then that is 100% the definition of fucking
Ed,
shallow.
what can be genuine reasoning?
The genuine reasoning is that he's lying, and she feels like if he lies about his appearance, that means that he's insecure, so he could lie about anything about him. And why do I want to start a relationship with a liar? And you can say that and go all you want, but any relationship of any kind starting on a lie is never going to end well.
Is it a lie?
Yes, he's lying about his. Yeah,
is makeup a lie?
Of course.
Oh my God, you dropping a bomb right here. Yeah, hold on here.
All of it is a lie to me. It's like it's
all of it.
Like I ain't against like you gonna do something for beautification, yo. Like maybe,
yeah.
But it doesn't mean you can't give somebody can't set a standard. Like maybe I'm overreacting. Like no, but maybe I overreacted on how I should verbalize it.
I know what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
The person has a right to have a standard of saying like you think that I wouldn't like you that, but I'm saying they could say that and they could be justified in my opinion because it's like you lying about that. If now he would have said I'm wearing a piece, like let's see how much courage you got, and she's like she compliments you on your hair. It's like. So I'm just gonna be straight with you. It's a piece. It's just for me to feel good about myself while I'm out in public. I want to be straight with you. You think somebody would say that? Now if she leaves, listen. If she leaves in that moment, then it's all about shallowness because now she can't use the excuse of you're lying about your appearance and what you look like. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, it all comes from a shallow place. I guess you're right. Yeah. So regardless of the reasoning, it comes from a shallow place. Because you're basically saying you can't overcome that because I think that is justifiable because in the end, you how you feel projects how you behave around people. If you hate yourself, you're going to project that hatred on everyone else. If you love yourself, you're gonna project that love on everyone else.
Exactly. I don't mind.
So I think maybe I'm full of shit. The whole thing is about if it makes you feel good, do it because that allows you to be your full self without the worry of being judged. And I think that's really what it comes down to. So let me be mad at him for putting a horseshoe because he doesn't want his bald head to be the reason why you don't give him a chance.
That's why he's not gonna say nothing. But let me.
That's why he's not gonna say nothing.
So from that, let me ask you another question.
Men and women perceive that differently because a man will see a woman will see a man with fake hair and they clown at him. A man will see a woman with fake hair and know it's a wig, still be ready to hit. Still be ready to hit.
Yeah, like, I didn't. He accepts her.
I didn't been with some chicks, and they pull off that wig and they look like Rajon Rondo. I'm gonna keep it 100. You feel me? I done pulled off the wig. This look like who the nigga played DS?
What's not I want to know what is the one. So basically
this look like hair, Micah Parsons when you pull the wig off.
Her hair plays no part whether you're gonna stick around. There is one physical feature that is going to be the deal breaker for you on the first encounter.
For me?
Yeah, what is that thing?
I would say if your furniture's messed up and your breath stink, and by your furniture I mean your dental hardware. So if you got the Austin Powers grill and it smell like waste management systems, that lets me know that a lot of things going on behind the scenes is wrong. If you ask me, if your teeth messed up but your breath smell good, I could be like, okay, maybe she didn't have her health care together. She working on herself. It's hope. But if your shit look like
she's actually putting in effort.
Yeah, but if your shit look like the Gaza Strip and your breath stink, I can't fuck with you, baby
girl. That's legitimate though, because stinky breath is not wonderful.
What about you though?
I have a similar thing. I guess since I brought that up, I gotta tell mine. Mine is kissing. Mine is not like a visual thing. Me is.
What do you mean?
Some people can't kiss, yo. Some people cannot kiss.
Okay, that's weird. I'm not sure. Okay, so what
I think everything about a connection with someone for me is like the first time I kissed them. Not like for dudes, yo. So like if I'm in a relationship, I think that's where the transference of energy starts. Is a kiss because you can feel the passion of somebody how they kiss you versus somebody that's just doing shit just to do it. I don't know, man. You can tell, yo. I don't care how people feel about that. Hey, I'm in the same wheelhouse as you because you're not going to smell a girl's breath until you go to kiss them anyway.
No, sometimes you could catch him off the you could catch him. You could catch him off the Lionel Richie.
You just
You
lean
could catch
forward
him
while
off
they
the
laughing.
Lionel Richie. You know right off the bat. Hello. Off that first hello, because H got a lot of oomph in it.
Yeah.
Hello.
So how close do you have to be for that hello to hit your nostril?
Shit, I didn't got caught by some 6-footers. I didn't got caught from LeBron away. If LeBron lay down from a LeBron
You
away,
know it's got to be bad if it's hitting you from LeBron away. Yo.
What the fuck is that, yo? Are we in Dundalk? No, this bitch.
Yo, you really going at Dundalk like that?
Like, hell no, that's this bitch breath. So that's
but I'm not mad at the bad breath thing because I think
it's like
I put all that together because of bad breath. Like that's also part of the bad kiss because bad breath means bad taste of saliva.
With the bad kiss. Have you ever had bad breath when you kiss a joint? It tastes like
I don't do the
inside
kiss.
a carnival.
I always before kisses coming, I'm going. And if I feel anything that don't feel right, if it ain't zestfully clean, she gonna come to kiss. I'm like, all right, baby, I hit her on the cheeks. Like, it's not that I don't like you.
Yo, sidestep the bitch like Lamar.
I ain't letting you catching me slipping, yo. But in that case, it's like you brush your teeth regularly and before and after dates. You gotta do the extra mile, yo.
You gotta prep. You gotta put the prep work.
It's been a few hours. Fuck it.
I did no bullshit. I keep a mini travel size bottle of Listerine in my car, but that's just because I do comedy and sometimes I be never mind. Yeah, so
Only thing you gonna taste is toothpaste.
Yeah, you
just brush your teeth. I'm like, yeah, I did, baby. Sometimes I do it too much. The doctor said I do it too much.
I'm in a support group with Matthew McConaughey.
I just did it right before I kissed you. It's like, how did you?
That's crazy.
You gotta have your travel kit, and then he was like, "Dang, she's giving me that look. Kissing is imminent. Excuse me, babe. I gotta go to the bathroom." What you looking at, man? Haven't you ever seen somebody brush their teeth in a public place?
They think you homeless and shit. You're at Olive Garden brushing his teeth.
Yo, I'm making jokes, but this is a reality. This has happened.
I seen somebody brush their teeth in the club.
I ain't about to fail. I ain't gonna fail the first kiss. Like I said, that's the main thing for me. So how can I give a bad kiss if that's the first thing that's going?
If that's your rating criteria, right?
Yeah, it's all about the kiss for me, for real. Like
he want that love.
It's gonna let me know. It's like, all right,
kiss,
damn, this is just gonna be a tap until I find a real one.
So that's where I was going. That's where I was going. So a woman is now. Some people say I'm naive on this, but I like to think. I know there's women out here who think like this, that they just trying to have sex. But I like to think that most women at least want to keep you around in some capacity. They're not trying to just, unless they out of town. I done seen some chicks in South America that was trying to be in and out. You know what I'm saying, with the slide the fox type moves. But guys, they don't give a fuck what you got on, because it's like,
honestly, if I'm not kissing you, you already know this is not going past this night. Basically, that means, nope, I have no plans to carry this further because I'm not really putting anything into this passion wise. It's more so of getting, enjoying the evening.
Right, exactly.
Nice now I'm talking about Edwin when I was in my 20s. Like I've become like a more like there is a disclaimer. I'm just speaking for my younger self and why I'm 40 years old. I'm just now about to get married. It's like, there's a reason for that. It's like,
that's smart though.
I just believe if I'm not even talking about that. I mean, I've never led anybody on beyond anything. Like if it's going there, it's going there. And the minute it's not, it's not.
Yeah,
it's just this is the way I was. It's like, that's one thing I'm not gonna do. If I'm not willing to just be with one person, I ain't even gonna be in a relationship. I'm just gonna keep going out and doing my thing.
Yeah, stop trying to act like you're not a piece of shit like the rest of us, please.
I wish I was. I wish I was. I stand on that 10 toes down.
Nigga, well, you must be diabetic. You about to get your toes cut off. Now look, let me ask you a question.
I've been accused, but I ain't never been caught in the act because I never been in the act. Period.
So okay. All right. We'll let that fly.
Look, I'll put it like this. The closest I came to almost doing that I immediately broke up with the person the next day. So I'm not gonna say no names. The closest that where it felt like it was gonna get there, that let me know in that moment that my relationship is not strong enough.
So you were Usher
And I was like,
Raymond.
damn, I ain't about to cheat on somebody because this just means that I should have broke up with them. It's my fault. So I was like, and I had to break somebody's heart, and that sucked.
Ed, you running for politics?
What?
You running for mayor?
No, I'm just being real.
Okay, all right, cool. I was just checking.
I'm doing too much. Like, we gonna edit this out. Fuck that. Am I going?
I've never had a candy bar after 8:00.
Oh yeah, shit! I just ate a candy bar 5 minutes.
Me
ago.
too. He checked the clock. Nigga checked the clock to be accurate. All right. So look, hold on. So if a guy was to turn a chick away because and this is arbitrary, of course, this is just a scenario replication or whatever. I don't mess with chicks with fake hair. Would he be shallow for that, or is it just like a preference thing? That's what I'm trying to get
both.
At. Is she
both?
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
Both. I think it's both. I think the preference can be a preference, but if it's coming, like I said, it comes from a shallow place because you're not going to find love using that as criteria. You're just not. You're going to find some ass, but you ain't going to find love if you're putting that type of limitation on who you're looking for, because then you're eliminating all the possible signs that you're missing. Like you could meet somebody at the grocery store, regular conversations like, man, she look like she used weave. I ain't fucking with her. And then you never need to ask for a number. And the whole time that was the one right there. Just walk past out of your life because your criteria closed off the possibilities of thinking outside of that. It's the minute that I stopped thinking about all of the physical features and started realizing that in the end, it doesn't mean shit. It's like you got to be able to like this person beyond their beauty. Because if you can't, when you do get ugly, you're going to leave.
When you do get ugly, because it's gonna happen.
Everybody gets ugly. That's the thing.
Gonna get ugly. So hold on, Ed, let me ask you this:
unless you're like Heather Locklear or
Jessica
Angela Bassett, Angela Bassett, Heather Locklear. I'm just gonna take it because she's the only woman of the Caucasian that aged perfectly all the way through her older years.
Heather Locklear. So let me ask you this, Ed. You
not
saying
the only? I'm tripping.
Are you saying you should be completely open and don't have any search criteria? So what if a chick come in looking like Larry Allen?
It's fun, but you got to remember that you're giving something for taking something. You ain't gonna get it for free. So you having that criteria, you have to be able to live with that decision to have that criteria, because you having that criteria immediately eliminates a chunk of the population. And there might be the perfect personality, a person that you can actually tolerate for a lifetime, because that's toleration too.
Speaking of
tolerate, plus be able to say, when they're not with me, I feel emptiness.
So
and that doesn't always come from sight. That comes from the presence of that person.
The connection. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So now, what if it's a chick? She like what you like. She in the anime. She likes music. She lyrical. You know, she likes your lyrical artist. You know what I mean? She cool. She don't complain. She help you out on the rent.
Damn, that's amazing.
But she built like that vampire off Blade. Remember that fat vampire that was like, Daywalker? He hit her with the light, the UV light, burned her up and shit. I don't know if you ever seen Blade. Big Jabba the Hutt built bitch.
You're giving me criteria that's impossible to quantify. And let me explain why. Because
800 pounds.
Yeah, if someone's 800 pounds, I'm not going to meet them at the grocery store on aisle 6.
They got the little riding carts. You never know.
I won't see them.
Oh, you're going to see them. You can't.
No, man. What I'm saying is everybody has it. I'm stupid as I'll sit here and lie to you that
that's what
because
I'm saying.
Everything happens in me. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I don't have shallow tendencies. Of course I do. What I'm saying that I won't see her is that she won't be seen as somebody that can catch my eye romantically.
That you want to hunch with.
So I'll never know that she likes anime. I'll never know that she does all these things, because we would never get to that stage if I don't have any kind of physical something to break the ice.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I say all that to say
I can't be stupid here and lie to your face and say, yeah, this is me. Yeah, but guess what? Relationships build. They don't just happen. that love at first sight is really just means that you
that's
had
some
this
Disney shit.
drawn to them. It doesn't mean really love as per se. It's just a feeling of love. It's like, I knew right away. No, it's like you knew you were drawn to her, and then everything else fell into place, which then led to love. That's why it's called love at first sight, because if it amounts to something, then you could say that was love at first sight. But if it doesn't amount to anything, that was just infatuation, or just drawn, or something drew you to them. Their energy drew you to them.
I believe in love at first sight. Y'all fall.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. It's not necessarily love. It's just something that pulls you, like it draws you to each other. And
to a flame.
Yeah, exactly. It's just even if it could burn you, you still fly into it.
And trust me, sometimes you do get burned.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Yikes!
Yikes! Yeah, but
sir, you might want to sit down.
Revealing like my shallowness, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like I'm not gonna be stupid and lie, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I love everybody. I love all people, but you're not gonna look at someone that doesn't appeal to your eye and automatically form a relationship that's a lie because you're just trying to prove a point. It's like, yeah, only thing that matters to me for longevity is the connection of who we are, but everything has to have a starting point. And I think that's where it starts. It's a physical attraction. Sometimes a physical attraction then becomes stronger attraction to other things. But you do have to have that part. It's silly to even think not, because that's how you even get the idea to even walk up to somebody. Because, you could say that you gave me a scenario that was impossible for me to lie to you on. Yeah. But that's cool, because what it tells you is it's not about how they look, it's about how the person sees them. And that's what you just taught me. It's sometimes you see somebody that's unattractive and I see the most beautiful thing. That means that it's still me. It's about how I see them, not about how someone else sees them. So he's like, if I don't see them, I won't see them. But if I see them, I'm going to talk to them. I don't know if this makes sense.
The hardest group of women to hit on is women in wheelchairs, man. I done seen some stunners in the wheelchair, boy. Woo, wait. Good God Almighty, it's some beautiful women in wheelchairs. You ain't lying.
Like, there's always been a curiosity with me about that too.
Like, I don't even want to hit it in a wheelchair
with a girl in a wheelchair at any kind ever.
It's because how you approach that. We going outside the scope of the topic.
Man, I'll approach that like I do anybody. Just spark a conversation, see where it goes.
Sounds good.
Anybody that knows me knows I can talk to anybody. I don't care what you look like.
Sounds good.
We'll have a whole conversation. I'll smile, laugh at you, and everything. It's always been that way.
Okay, look at you.
Been that way. I don't see it's like how I see people is just like I see them who they are, but everything about me is about how we interact. If the interaction is not good, I won't ever look at you like I like you or nothing, because it's like there's something that won't click there.
I just feel like I feel like myself. Most people get little jitters when it's somebody that you want to go past meaningless conversation, especially when it's the first interaction. You be like, shit,
I don't care. That's the funnest stuff to ever do, is just spark up some strange meaningless conversation and see if the person engages you. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh snap, we over here talking like we best friends, and I don't even know your name or nothing. Just in a grocery store.
That's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy. All right. You never did that? Hell no, man. I'm so reserved, Joe.
That's like on a daily basis.
Nobody.
It's like so many people seen my face, because like soon as I make eye contact with someone, if we're in that vicinity for longer than like 90 seconds, I'm immediately gonna spark conversation. I was like, hey, what do you think about such and such? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'll just talk past their weird look on their face and somehow get to the other side of it. And next thing you know, they're responding to me. And once you respond, it's over. Conversation started. I'm gonna keep this conversation going until this line is ending and we leave the store and we say our goodbyes. We may never see each other again, but you're gonna remember that conversation. You're gonna remember that conversation.
That's wild.
I promise you.
All right, Ed. So as you know, being a former New Orleans native, as you know, upcoming next week, is it next week we start? I think it's coming up next month for sure. Within the next 2 weeks, we have the kickoff in Mardi Gras in New Orleans, as we were talking about earlier. I like to take a broader look at some more of the biggest festivals in the world, man. Around the world. I'll open it up to you, Ed. I'll let you kick it off. Give me some of the festivals that you know around the world that are some of the most attended, most popular festivals, and not something necessarily that you may have been to, something you heard about that you might want to go to in the future. Just kick it to me what you think you know.
Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is a lot. People. Yo, I was thinking about Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is like people think they like a lot of people you've never been to Mardi Gras. It's a lot more than what you see like on TV and whatnot. Louisiana is like this is the state and location for festivals. They have festivals for a lot of things. Mardi Gras is not the only festival. It's just the most well-known festival and the largest festival. You know, that is all over Louisiana, not just in New Orleans, although New Orleans is the place where the largest
concentration of it. Yeah,
it's like, you know, they got the floats that come through and people are throwing the beads.
Fat Tuesday, all of that. Yep.
Yeah, and those floats are way larger, more festive. I mean, it's just a grander scale. But if you live in the other cities of Louisiana, there's smaller scaled versions of it that are just amazing. Like I had the whole week leading up to, I got to do that because I lived in Lafayette, and then I went from Lafayette to the Baton Rouge, and then I went to New Orleans to kick off the last one, and I saw the progression of like how it became in every single location had their own version of it. So I still got them. I had like by the time I went to New Orleans, I already had like 45 to 65 bees already, just because I was getting them bees and shit. And I'm like, okay, this is different than what I expected. And
streets be littered with bees.
Yeah, and the festivities is family friendly during the day, but just like they say, the freaks come out at night.
What
Come out at night. That's when it becomes more of an adult thing, because now adults are drinking and this is more adult time.
Punching.
So the things that you think is like, yeah, it's like that, but it's not the same. I can't really say it's the same. It's a different vibe. They kind of amplify it on TV. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's sitting there going, woo, although there are people are flashing, but it's not to the extreme like every girl in New Orleans is going, hey.
Right, exactly.
It's just
that's spotlighted. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's just overly spotlighted on TV because I think as time goes by, I think less and less of that happens. I think even now, probably it would be rare if you see anybody flash
put out there with their pictures.
Yeah,
they got to go to work and they got their titties out. But people do dress up.
But maybe I haven't been. The last time I was there was 2013. So I'm just saying, like right now, there's a gap in time, right? So I can't tell you how it is now. Like you probably won't see that now, I would think, right?
Right now it's more like costumes. Now it's more like costumes, themes. You'll see groups of people go dressed like speaker boxes because they music buffs. You know what I mean?
The music. That's what I didn't mention.
The street drummers and stuff. But that's New Orleans. Okay, so we got Mardi Gras. Something else. Carnival in Brazil. It's like it's insanity. The whole Rio de Janeiro area is insane for Carnival in Rio de Janeiro. Prices of hotels, like regularly for a hotel in Rio for 3 or 4 days, you might spend $600-700. During Carnival, you might spend $2,000 or $3,000-4,000 for the same joint. It's like people from all over the world. And it's a very and I guess this could lead to the next festival. I'd be amiss for not speaking this one, but it's like free love down there in Rio. Like everybody kissing each other in the open, throwing water on it. It's just and everybody in shape. Yeah. No, well, Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo. I don't know if they do anything in Sao Paulo. But I know Carnival is heavy down there in Rio. All down there in South America, those Caribbean and South American countries, Rio's heavy. I mean, Carnival's heavy. And like I said, the next thing I would talk about, my sister's in this community, and she does some shit in Atlanta, but in San Francisco, the Pride Month festivals out in San Francisco are packed and just busy as fuck, and just crazy festivals there. You got Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. I've heard of Oktoberfest.
I think I don't know where that says. Is that in like Germany or something like that? I don't know where it is.
I heard of Oktoberfest.
Like beer. So
I have no idea where it is. I remember Oktoberfest.
Yeah, it's like that's for the YTs. Shit. And you know, in Wisconsin, they got big cheese festivals and shit. Let me see some of the biggest festivals in the world real quick.
The biggest festival, the Puerto Rican festival.
Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City. Suavemente. Besar.
What you know about Elvis Crespo?
Hey, you already know. Ya tú sabes.
Ya tú sabes. He's like, man, yo.
Say you rocking, yo. You rocking. You already know what it is, bro. In India, it's a festival called Kamba Mela. Forgive me if you're from India
Right,
and I'm pronouncing that wrong.
say it again. Kamba
It's
Mela. Yo, there should be a little,
K-U-M
oh shit. There should be a little
K-U-M-B-H.
speaker. There should be a little
Kumba.
speaker underneath it, and it'll actually say it.
Let me see.
Most websites will have a speaker underneath the name, and then an AI voice will say it. Will tell you how to say it.
Oh yeah, let me hit it right here.
Yeah.
Kumba Mela. Oh yeah, you heard that? That's what she said.
Yo, I was listening hard too. Like, yo, you had me good. I was like,
He was
I can
listening.
hear this. I was actually putting my ear to something. Like I don't have a headset that follows my head everywhere it goes.
That's you trained your mind. But
Listen to Imani OT.
It say whatever that festival is in India, it says it's a peaceful gathering, a pilgrimage of over 100 million people. So that's a lot of
100 million people. And what festival is this?
in India. Kumbh, Kumbh Mela, M-E-L-A.
Kumbh Mela.
Kumbh Mela.
Kumbh
That's
Mela.
crazy.
I think you're
Oktoberfest is
pronouncing it correctly.
Germany.
Germany. I wanted to say Journey, but because I was unsure, I was like, I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Oktoberfest.
Burning Man. You ever? I want to go to Burning Man. I'm a big house music fan, dog. Electric music. You like electric music, yo?
And who
People
does it?
usually take acid and shit to do that, but I just be
Oh,
vibing.
yo, where is this?
It's a festival in the Nevada desert called Burning Man. If you ever heard of it, it's
Burning
like
Man, Nevada.
it's like in the
Desert.
deep in the.
Is it possible that do people outside of Las Vegas know about this? Or is this
Oh
just
yeah, that's a
local-
worldwide thing, yo. If you in the
Oh, it's
electric
worldwide.
music,
Oh, this is one of the upper known things. What
oh
is it
yeah,
called
yeah.
again?
They
Burn
hire
Fest?
big DJs. They get big like electronic DJs.
What is it, like
techno.
rave parties or something?
Yeah, it's like big rave parties.
Oh,
You know,
shit,
people
that's
walk around with their feathered costumes and
Yeah,
niggas
and they
got the
got
glittered chests.
they
I had
got-
my titties
yeah,
out.
and then they got the little glow sticks, like ding, ding,
Mhm.
ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding.
it's fire, man. But yeah. So
Alright.
go ahead. My fault.
No. I think that it was meant to be. Not. I feel like I've been
Yeah,
sharing too much
I see where
already.
you at. I see where you at. Now you in your own head, nigga. Stop. You in your own head.
I've shared way too much already. It's in your head.
Zombie. You all right, nigga? Relax. So yeah, guys, if you've attended a festival that me and Ed missed, I think we hit some of the biggest ones, man. I think we covered some of the largest. Court red hand. I'm done. But we talked about some of the largest festivals. If there's something that we missed, if something that you've been to personally, definitely drop it in the comments and tell us why it was an excellent festival for you. And even if it wasn't so much of the biggest festival, just one that you think is a hidden gem that a lot of people miss out on. Fuck you, Ed,
I was still thinking about how I cooked myself earlier when you asked me that question. Like you set me up, son.
My fault, yo.
The
I'm turning into
800-pounder.
Wendy Williams of this
Yo
bitch.
came
My
in with
fault.
the age of 800-pounder question. I'm still reeling from how I answered that because it's definitely going to get misconstrued. I know it because I was like, I won't see her.
Guess what, Ed? When it comes to editing, you got the power.
And I gotta put it. I have to put it in for the spirit of "Too Late We Said It," yo, because then I'd kill the spirit of "Too Late We Said It."
You better watch yourself.
So, we'll talk about it. Better watch your step.
Watch yourself.
Y'all fuck with the beat nuts, yo.
Insane. That was a classic right there. Everybody know what that joke. All right, yo. This might get a little bit touchy, man. This next subject might get a little bit touchy. So
touchier than where we've been. Touch it. Pause.
Tempted to touch.
Touch it. Ring it. Bang.
Get low, bus. All right. So in America, and we'll speak for America specifically. Recent studies have shown that consistently since the 1970s, there has been a reduction, and this is across all denominations, Hinduism, uh, Muslim, Muslim faith, Christianity, Catholicism, all of those. There has been a reduction in men attending churches. And it's been a consistent drop, not a sharp decline, but over the past 20, 30 years, there's just been like a steady trickle of men just not showing up at churches. And I don't think it's more so pronounced in any culture, speaking for myself, than in the black culture, black church. Men just aren't going to church anymore. In some capacity, or lessening their attendance in church. And there are a number of reasons, I think, why, and I'll get into that in a second, Ed, but I'll let you kick this off. What do you think are just a few reasons from your experience or your mind as to why that's happening?
To me, probably, I have to just be 100% honest, without speaking of personal things. But the crazy thing is, it might not be hard to figure it out. So,
it ain't hard to tell.
I just gotta say, like, it just became a question of you were questioning the person at the head of the church more than you were there to worship the word of God. And when you're doing that for that reason, then that's just not a good reason to go to church. And then you start to become judgmental, and then there's a lot of judgment that goes on in church. It's like it carries a certain people. Sometimes they see themselves as they're better than others that don't go to church, and they'll start projecting that energy. And when you feel that energy, then it starts to change how you feel about going to church. And then that's in your head now. It's in your head, and then any negative interaction is going to just make it worse. It's like, I'm supposed to
amplify it. Yeah,
I
knew it was. I knew I should have came here.
People are losing the reality of come as you are, and not be judgmental of people, because you have to remember you once was a sinner. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you say I'm saved, then you don't look at someone that's not saved and look down on them. You're supposed to look at them like I too was not saved.
Right.
My reality is I'm supposed to bring you over here with me so that we could share in the glory of God together, because I once stood where you were.
Right.
And I don't think there's that genuine thing about that I found, but that doesn't mean they're not out there. I think they are, because it's be stupid to think that there isn't some serious,
for sure it is,
like God-loving churches out there that's going to speak the word of God and actually be in the word of God, not just like kind of like you say from like a fictional standpoint, the Natiti, I see you. Think about what they're saying when they're saying that. They're just saying the same way they're talking about. They see you, they see who you are, they see everything of you. They see you. And that's what I mean by that. And that's what Christianity is about, seeing somebody in their pains and their sins and understand that you too were in their shoes, and you help them get through it. And in doing so, you bring them to the light. I mean, I'm just being all cliche about it, but I think that I don't.
So you feel like that's missing?
That's missing. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and I do believe that in some senses that it's turned into a rat race in church. I want to have the best car. I want to be the best dressed. I want to have the best wife. My wife got the most bags. You know what I mean? As far as a male competitive perspective. But I feel like, and this is in some churches, that when you question certain things, like I feel like a lot of men are questioning as opposed to the opposite sex who has more faith.
I don't know about that. But questioning, that's really, I think men are question more, where women, yeah, you're right. Maybe by nature, are we saying that women are submissive and they'll take longer to question?
To God, but not to me, Nick. But I feel what you're saying.
No, so that I'm trying to tap into what we're talking about. Why is it men more than women? What's the difference there? Is it because of the submissiveness?
No,
or
it's because
does that not exist at all?
Ed, you question a lot. If you was to go into church with a lot of questions, and this is what happened to me, because I believe you was brought up in the church. I was brought up in the church as well.
I was.
But when I got into my 15s and 16s and 17s, I'm starting to ask questions about discrepancies I'm seeing, and I'm seeking where to find the validation in the word. You know,
Mhm.
I don't want to have these questions. So shore me up on this. And the shore up you get is don't question that, boy. Trust in God. And I'll tell you this right now. I don't know if it's anybody else who just believes in God more than me, because I done been through a lot of stuff in my life where I'm like, man, ain't no way I'm still here
Man, I
without
talk to God on
God.
a regular, man. I be having arguments with God.
See, you on the DMX side of the game. That's not me right.
I am.
But when I
But
get a specific story, that's what I'll say. When I hear a specific story or anecdote that's told through me through a book, I'll say a book, and it's circular. And then as you grow, you learn certain things about the Council of Nicaea, and you learn things about redacted parts of certain religious texts and why it was taken out. And then you ask, and you just get hive minded. You know what I mean?
right.
Just close your eyes, see biscuit, just run straight, nigga. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's where men check out, because we have a
Yeah.
lot of
But you know, us
you know what I
growing
mean?
up in the church, it was like we're all taught to not question the word, trust the
Right.
word, don't question the word. It's like faith of a mustard seed. It's blind faith is to step into it and know that God got you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you hear this growing up as a kid, and then when you start to get older, you start to see that people aren't living the words that they preach
Right,
because they're
exactly.
not stupid, but they still think that you don't see. And they use the word to mask that they're not fully satisfying the word of God, because you
Who
have to
you
live
think
the
you
words you
fooling,
speak. You
buddy, my
can't just
friend?
speak the word and not live the word. You can't speak the word if you don't live the word. And when you
Yeah,
stop living the word, your words fall on deaf ears. They just fall like people just like,
you bullshitting.
like you full of shit. And
Yeah,
that's just reality of what happens. If the person is like of any sound mind anyway, then you're gonna question, like, this don't feel, like I want to
genuine.
put my hands up anymore.
So I put
But
my
I'm
hands
still
up.
going to church though, because I'm afraid that if I don't, then I'm gonna be penalized, by God. So now you're still there,
Penalized. He gonna pull out the
and
docket on
slowly
you.
your faith is being tested against your lack of trusting the person that's speaking the word of God. And
No, I get you.
I think that happens a lot more than
People like to
any,
say,
because you
yeah,
start seeing, because you know what's funny about this? The church was started, the poor people are the ones that started the church.
them
And
slaves.
the church has stayed up because the poor people lifted it up. That is what the tithes are. It's like the poor people keep it running, but it's the poor people don't put them in a Mercedes Benz, in a drop top, in a Lamborghini,
Mama,
in a
niggas out here looking
mansion.
like amigos
Yeah,
running
it's
the
like
church.
there's a improper balance in that, because you're not supposed to do it for the wealth. You're supposed to do it for you grow the congregation and let your church be as big as its people.
To spread the
Don't let
word
it
of
be
God.
the
That's
rule
it.
of the people. It's just big as the people to accommodate those people to fit in it. So yes, it becomes a city, but the city that's paid for and lived for by the people. That's the truth. Like the church is supposed to be the real democracy. And that's why you have tithes. It's like the people that go to church give what they can, percentages of their income, so it matches the economy they live in. So it's not just the percent of your income; it's a percentage after you survive the economy you live in. Then you get 10%. So it might not be what you think it is when you're saying that you're giving it 10%, because you're not trying to make the church rich. You're trying to keep the church going, keep the church
and
growing,
doing your part, right?
and getting bigger, because everybody that comes in is another dollar that supports the church. You know what I'm saying? I think when you see the preachers becoming more wealthy than the congregation that lifts them up, now that's a problem.
That's when it's
There
the
should be a
problem.
balance.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be a balance of wealth. It's a balance of wealth, not like you're just, I'm going to get this. You should not be driving Lamborghinis, because you can have money and still drive a standard car that's like an affordable car of the people that are in the congregation.
A dependable car.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're flossing, then you have to remember that's called idols, and you got false idols. And why are you idolizing riches?
Yeah,
That's not a pastor.
Like Drewski said,
Yo, if a pastor got a pinky ring, I'm not gonna believe you. You need more
ring
people.
Pastor
Yeah,
pinky.
you sitting there walking around like, hey, the pinky ring. I don't know if anybody got a pinky ring, but if you sitting there hollering, you putting a pinky ring blinging and shit,
And
I'm
people,
like, I ain't feeling that.
and hold on, because people know them pastors that be hunching with all the women in the church, that's swindling money. They know it, but you don't say nothing. And I think sometimes a dude will see that and it's like, yo, I gotta build my name. I ain't got time to be dicking around in here. You know what I mean? So I think that's why some dudes choose to pray in silence, man. You know, I'm gonna go home. I hold my values as my oath to God. When I'm out in these streets moving, that's my oath to God, being righteous. And women too, for sure. It's definitely. I know some chicks that be like, "Man, I ain't going in that motherfucking fun house." That's what a chick told me. It's a carnival fun house. I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Say word." So, you know, everybody
that
feeling
should be
that, but
hilarious. And then you see comedians. Remember in the 90s, that was the comedians would use that too, and then be at church, like, "Hey, Jesus!" That I can't tell you how many comedians have used that. Yo, am I wrong, yo? Where they would joke like somebody at Sunday church going, and then we have to go like
showing it.
Yeah,
and it still happens to this day.
That was comedic stand-up comics who only do sets based on their living, yo.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Yo, the proof is right there. You can't really speak much more on it. If you hear that
I don't
many
know.
comedians telling those sets that lean into that direction, that's just the hypocrisy, and it's just hard to get past it, even though we can be hypocrites ourselves.
Right.
Just because I'm hypocritical doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, well, I was a hypocrite once. You're cool being hypocritical because I once was.
But I'm not representing.
You gotta be judged.
I'm not representing the word of God, though.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not a steward of the word of God.
If you're the steward, you gotta live clean, yo. You gotta be the example. You're the prime example. Your prime example makes your word of God the word of God.
Right. Facts. Okay. So, yeah, man. If you decide to go to church, if you don't decide to go to church, I believe having a religious anchor is imperative to getting through this crazy shit called life. So ground yourself in something religious. And I ain't gonna press you to go to church, nigga, because I ain't gonna be there. So I'm saying, you see me in the street, just be righteous. I think that's
we can all have our personal thing. In a church, all the church is 2 or more people, yo. So it's like all you do is you get somebody that believes like you and strong as you do, and you just invite them over and y'all open the Bible. Guess what? You're at church, yo. You ain't gotta go to church to be at church. But that's how churches start. 2 people saying that we're gonna have a relationship with God our way, because we know that we're gonna try to live the word of God and we're gonna live it until we become it. And that's really what you'll strive for. And then next, you know, a 3rd person is involved.
3 things.
And then a 4th person, right?
3
and
things.
It's a church now. That's a church.
3 churches I don't want you to join.
What's that?
Kanye Church. The Church of Scientology.
Oh shit.
With a Roy Hubbard and them niggas. And then any cults. Any cults that want you to kill your
churches
kids.
can become cults.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you to do. If anybody asks you to cut off your nipples,
become cults.
They be like, cut off your nipples and put them on your forehead. They ask you to do shit like that.
Yo, they call you a pastor because you're supposed to be leading a flock of sheep. You don't understand like what that means. Their lives are in your hands. You setting bad example means that everything they do negative now is on your hands, because you're not influencing them correctly, because you're not living the word that you're speaking. And it's an impossible thing to do. That's why only few people can do it. So the first problem is we got too many pastors. That means that we got a lot of frauds out there. We won't know who they are, but it's just this is not something that anybody can do, yo, to be able to walk the word like that.
You can't be just some geek.
We all come short in the kingdom of heaven, yo. That's not a saying for nothing. We all fall short in the kingdom of heaven, you know, because it's living the word. It isn't just about being perfect. It's about always striving. It's always striving to be better, because you're trying to walk God's path. He knows you're going to fall off the path from time to time. He just wants you to get back on the path.
Right.
And every time you get off the path, help someone else off the path. You feel what I'm saying? That's how
the jungle.
Yeah, if you just fell into the jungle and you're going back to the path, you know what I'm saying? Bring somebody with you. And God said,
I gotta find Bubba.
And guys were like, look, you slipped off the path this many times, but every time you came back, you had 1 or more people with you. And none of them came off the path, even though you kept falling off it.
How many fall off the path you think God give you before he be like, man?
I just think that if you live your life that way, I think that is living God's way.
If you keep falling off the path,
That's the. I mean, if you gotta look at, let's look at the symbolism of Jesus died on the cross for our sins. All right, he died on the cross, the perfect man, but he died on the cross next to imperfect men, and told him he forgives them and he loves them. Told God to forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing. Those aren't the exact words, but you should understand those words. They don't know what they're doing.
For they know
Forgive
not what
them.
they do.
And his sacrifice means that it's known that we're going to fall off the path. But the point of the matter is, when you fall off, get back on. And if you have an opportunity, bring someone with you.
I think in reality, God not gonna
I
give
don't
you too
know,
many
man. I
fall
could
off
be
the
wrong, but man, I've been in church so
Yeah.
long.
No, I feel
And
you.
I think about the word of God all the time. And I'm like, people are overcomplicating things because they're looking at the experience, but understand that metaphors are supposed to bring simplistic ideas that simplify the way we see the complex life that we live. And when
To
you get a
provoke
metaphor,
action.
yeah, and it creates the one thought, the singular thought, and you're like, oh snap, because that could branch into many thoughts. But when you get to the singular thought, now you have singular focus.
And when you get that singular focus, again, when you get that singular focus, guess what you say? I am the way and the truth. Hey, nigga. That's why you at where you at, boy.
Yo,
And
you
enlightenment,
killed
boy.
that. Yo, you killed that. Hit the
And
dong for
enlightenment.
yourself. Dong.
dong
Yo,
for
yo, hit that dong. No.
You crazy, yo. All right, Ed. Here we go, man. Let's move it on. Let's keep it going. So, as you already know what it is, y'all. So it's a limited scope of playoff games this weekend, and by limited we mean absolutely fucking none. We have the Pro Bowl this weekend, though. So today, you guys will be blessed with a very special rendition of Poppy's Pro Bowl quick pick. All right, here we go, Ed. Let's get it popping, baby.
The Pro Bowl.
The 2026 QBs for the Pro Bowl are as follow. 2 are in the Super Bowl, bitch ass niggas, and 4 are not. Go ahead, run them down, and tell me what you think about each one of these gentlemen.
Well,
and do they belong?
Are the guys in the middle the number one, the first string?
First string left to right.
Oh, it's left to right. So it's Sam Darnold and Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that. Sam Darnold and Drake May are in it. But obviously, neither of them are going to play. See, that's the thing.
Hold on, yo. It can't be left to right because the dudes on the right are the top 2 MVP runners. So it might not be the ranking, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. So there's no particular order down there. All right, so let's just ignore the order of how they're listed there. And that N and the A over Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott are just coincidental because they just happen to be in the middle.
Right.
All right, yeah. So if we break this down, obviously, immediately when you got Sam Darnold and Drake May, they're off the board, which means that now you got the 2 people, and then you have to have an alternate, a third person. So when that happens, they have to bring in another quarterback that's next in line based on the votes that was casted, supposedly. Okay, but it's interesting. But that could make sure because like there's such a big. Like, what is it? The energy that the Sanders family brings, and you know that Shador has that Deion magic on him.
So frame that up, Ed, because it's frame that up. What you mean by that?
Who's
going to be replacing who?
He became one of the alternates, based off the fact that Sam Darnold and Drake May are not playing in the.
He talking about Shador Sanders, guys.
I mean, yeah. There's one player. Josh Allen said I think Josh Allen said he's not playing.
Drake definitely can't play.
Drake can't play because he's in the Super Bowl. So then you have to replace 2 people, or is it just one just because of Drake May? So, but yeah, he's in there. So I think that Josh Allen and Justin Herbert's still going to be there.
Okay.
Unless you heard otherwise. So he's basically replacing Drake May.
Right? Huh? Do you think these are the right picks for quarterbacks?
Oh, for quarterbacks? Based on the seasons.
These are just quarterbacks.
I mean, yes, you can say that because when you look at stats and stuff, and then you also look at the games and how the games played out. Sometimes this is a popularity contest. The majority of the fans vote this, so it's like fan favorite. So usually the quarterbacks doing the best will be in the top running, but you know, the Cowboys is not called America's team for nothing. As long as Dak Prescott throws over 300 yards a game, he's going to be considered top.
Yeah,
Because
no doubt.
every time they win and win big, they're going to be like, we the boys. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I know
They're
what you
going to
mean.
vote him in. You
All
know
right.
what I mean? But who's playing better than Dak Prescott? Let's talk that real quick.
In the NFC?
Yeah.
Who can love
I'm
you?
going to say names
Outside of these
teams
two
that win.
niggas? Outside
Jordan
of Sam
Love,
Darnold and
yes or
Matthew
no?
Stafford? Nobody. Who
Jordan Love, no.
like me?
Jordan Love, no. And then who else? Kyler Murray, no.
The CD land.
Wait, it wasn't Kyler Murray playing. Who's playing? Who's back up?
Baby. That's
Drawing a
Jacoby
blank.
Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett. Is he playing better than Dak Prescott?
No, then I'm gone. Hell no. It's nobody in the NFC.
Was Brock Purdy or Mac Jones playing better
'cause
than
they
Dak
split.
Prescott?
They ain't have enough tape to be in Pro
Exactly,
Bowl.
so they can't even consider because they just half and halved it.
So I think they got it right on the NFC.
So yeah, you can't say it's bad. I mean, fan favorite. Plus, he's got the numbers.
Yep. Okay. So that's the quarterbacks. Let's take a look at the next corp of Pro Bowl players. Here we have the NFC and AFC wide receivers to make the Pro Bowl. Ed, take a look at these guys and tell me if you think there's anybody that shouldn't be here, somebody that should be there.
I don't disagree with the NFC at all. Puka Nacua and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jackson Smith and Jigba, these are the top 5 the top 5 receivers as far as production in the league that year. Amon-Ra St. Brown kind of dropped a little because the Lions offense, but for the majority of the season he was in the top 3. Right. And you're looking at the top 3 on the board. You can't say wrong. And George Pickens also had like a 7-game streak where he was balling.
Right. Balling.
So I can't sit there and knock this list right there. You can't disagree. Now let's look at Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, and Cortland Sutton. 100%. I don't see nothing wrong with this at all because Cortland Sutton had a solid year. All right. Yeah. With the Broncos, and not really from a yards perspective, but big play perspective. This dude was coming in the clutch a lot when you pause. He was coming through in the clutch a lot. That's better. And Zay Flowers also was Baltimore's best receiver, and a lot of times games winners, he's made a lot of big catches in those games.
Right.
Nico Collins is Nico Collins. You already know how I feel about Nico Collins. He's the top receiver in the league for real. It's just like the Houston Texans offense likes to turn the ball over a lot, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And Jamar Chase, you already know he's the best receiver in the league.
The league,
he's one of the best receivers in the league.
Oh, yeah.
If you're talking about in the league of active receivers, he's in the top.
I wish I could zoom in on Puka, yo. How can I zoom in on my nigga Puka, yo?
But I'm saying he's in the top upper echelon of
Puka, the only one not black. He holding it down for everybody else. Yeah. Shout out to Puka. All right, here we go. Running backs. Let's take a look at the next group of Pro Bowl players. We have the running back. So we get in the NFC. Give me a quick rundown of that, Ed.
Okay, we got Jamar Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson.
Bijan.
Oh, yeah, Bijan. Christian McCaffrey. I can't hear like all three of these running backs deserve to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like who do you think is better?
Nobody. Not in the NFC. I love Kyron Williams.
Devon Achane, James Cook, and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor had a fucking year. Man, when the league figured out just stop Jonathan Taylor and their offense sputters, that's when Jonathan Taylor's running fury kind of came to a crashing halt.
Ran out.
Exactly. They didn't have enough flavor. They were supposed to while he had that success, you're supposed to capitalize on the big plays. And they did though. They did, but just not enough. And down the stretch, it started to get
Daniel Jones injury killed him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
So
and Daniel Jones,
it became one dimensional.
He was escaping the pocket really good too.
Danny Dimes, yeah. So we'll see.
He had a groove going. So where they go with the Colts? We're not here to talk about that. All right. Moving on.
All right. The next corporate
I agree
players
with the list, man. I can't say I don't disagree with the list at all.
Okay. All right. Let's check out the tight end.
No, fuck that. Why isn't Derrick Henry in there with 1,600 fucking yards and 16 touchdowns for third in the league? That's crazy.
Because that nigga kept fumbling. Next, We have the
Damn.
tight ends.
I set you up, Derek. I'm sorry. If I just shut the hell up,
Shouldn't have said that.
we
We was already
on
on
to
to
the
the
next
tight
topic,
ends.
and your name wouldn't even have been mentioned.
You
And
did
then
that to him.
I did.
You did that.
I'm responsible.
All right. It looks like we only got two here.
I
The
ain't even
NFC.
mad. It was just it's not like sometimes it happens, yo, to the best of us. You go through a little, like you go through the yips. It's yo, everybody knows if you play sports that the yips exist, and when you get it, it's hard to get rid of them. And then you just start going through a little phase of just fucking up the same way. That's called the yip. When you fuck up the same way multiple times, sometimes even in succession, you got the yips, and everyone stays away from you because if you like daff them up, they might get the
Your
yips.
hands up.
Hey man, you got the yips. Get the fuck. Hey,
Yuck.
the yips, yo. We know it's gonna pass, but until it does, don't fuck with me.
Stay the hell away from me.
Stay away.
All right, so here we go. We got the tight ends here. We got George Kittle and Trey McBride in the NFC, and Brock Bowers and Travis Kelce in the AFC. I don't know Kelce.
Kelce, man, this is where we get to the
Fans,
the popularity higher. Because we think about
DEI.
There were so many tight ends this year. Yo, how many times you keep seeing going off tight ends getting I mean
Dawson Knox.
Yeah.
So that was a process. That's the one I disagree with.
But Brock Bowers was the best tight end in the AFC.
Yo, this is his second year. He looked like this year 40.
Yo, that's just crazy. He's just going through the same thing that all men go through, just earlier.
He gonna get the horseshoe next.
Nah, but he's a beast, yo. Stop playing with Brock, yo. Stop playing with Brock. That's a big dude.
Stop playing with my name. So outside of Travis Kelce,
on my name.
Put some respect on my name. I'm in Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
but I don't agree with Travis Kelce, although I know that he's probably the best tight end within his years of playing.
Generation.
I mean, you can't in his generation playing from his start of his career to the end. He had the pocket where he was the best tight end, hands down. Sure. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he don't deserve to be on this list, not because he's not great, but because he didn't have a great enough season to be. And it's okay because it doesn't make him less great because the Chiefs offense struggled a lot more.
For sure.
Yeah. So it wasn't really his fault, to be honest. He just didn't get as many looks.
He caught a stray.
Yeah, exactly. So he catching strays, but he shouldn't be on there, but he is. So it's not, you can't be mad. So you look at it like, man, he's one of the greatest tight ends. And then you're like, fuck. So then you feel bad for saying he shouldn't be there. So
his face looked like he know he's not supposed to be there. Look at his face.
Damn, I didn't have a good season, but someone else should have had the opportunity. We know you're going to be a Hall of Famer. You should know it. If you don't know it, that's crazy. Dude is definitely a Hall of Famer. He got championships and the stats. He got all of the accolades.
Yeah, he lit. All right, so next, here we go. We got the defensive ends. Of course, Myles Garrett is there, set the sack record this year. But the rest of this list, what you thinking? I think this is spot on right here.
100%. Even though Micah Parsons got injured,
the ACL,
he put enough shit on film. He transformed that Packers defense, and they stayed with that energy when he was gone.
Right.
So that was the influence of Micah Parsons. Remember we were talking about it? I was like, yo, he has a motor on him, and he's in a young defense. A lot of young players on the defense on rookie contract. We'll say players on rookie contracts that will look up to Micah Parsons.
Right. Him and Rashawn Gary.
They go as he goes, and so his motor went up. Everybody's motor went up. That defense transformed him there.
Yeah.
And he's made the defense. He should be on that list. He didn't just play good. He transformed the defense, in my opinion. DeMarcus Lawrence, man, anybody from DeMarcus Lawrence wasn't the only one, man. The Seahawks are stacked with pass rushers right now, so it's like he's just the best name. So I can't be mad at that because he had a great season, and he had multiple other players had great seasons.
That's nigga, bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going on the Seahawks. Yeah. Aiden Hutchinson also was a huge part of the reason the Lions defense and pass defense was so great because this dude was playing like he was TJ Watt in this motherfucker, yo. He reminded TJ Watt from time to time, though, just with his motor. He has kind of a similar motor as TJ Watt. Like that, no quit. Like even when he falls, he's back on his feet, and you thought he was out to play. And he zooms past you, like, what the fuck? I thought I had you. Nah, man, you better play to the whistle.
And even that don't work nowadays, but yeah, I hear you. I think Crosby should be off, and I think they should put Joey Bosa on there. Joey Bosa had a quietly beastly season with the Bills. I think Max Crosby get a lot of hype because he the Chris Anderson, the Birdman of the NFL. Remember Chris Anderson, the Birdman, used to play for the Heat. So that's where he at. All right.
Nah, he's a beast.
Outside linebacker.
He just didn't have his best season because the Raiders just didn't have the best season either.
That's factory. Outside linebackers. NFC, AFC, what you think, Ed?
Brian Burns, he's a standout. Jared Verse, Byron Young. Well, see, you already know Byron Young deserves to be there, so I'll let you talk about it. What you gonna sit there and gloat about is the fact you got two.
We still home though, but
but that's why the defense was so good. This is like 2 Pro Bowlers on there, and I think they're deserving Pro Bowlers. And Brian Burns outstandingly like shines above all. Like this dude, just like you immediately knew he was playing. Like it's hard to keep your eyes off him when you're looking at the line area. You're going to get drawn to how explosive he is. Yeah, I like this list. Pause. Okay. Should I pause? It felt like a pause, by the way. You went, Nick Juanito, he was a beast. Matter of fact, that's how the Broncos won their playoff games, and the reason why they still had a chance to win even when they lost. But they didn't have. And remember, I talked about it. It's off to Stidham. Remember, I said all Stidham has to do is not lose the game.
Yeah, and he lost.
And remember what he did? He lost the game for them. It's just fact. He needs to eat that one because he made mistakes that were turnovers, and those turnovers. Your defense literally had Patriots offense locked, and you gave Patriots momentum and gave them
crazy pick six.
They gave him 2 different short fields. It's just like, come on, But hey, that sounds like I was cheering for them. I picked the Patriots because I didn't think that Stidham was going to be able to handle the Patriots defense. I was like, Patriots defense is also no slouch. They're coming for your head, and Stidham's not going to be able to take it. He hasn't, not because he sucks, because dude hasn't been playing. You just got thrown to the wolves in the playoffs.
Yeah,
in the playoffs, man, you didn't get not one snap, and all of a sudden you got your first snap is in the playoffs when players are playing at their best. In the AFC Championship game, that defense was coming for his head, and ultimately, everybody knew when Bo Nix was out. You're like, damn, now we're not going to know. Because I expected a ball, and I was going to say this is going to be like if Bo Nix played, I expected this to be a shootout. It was going to be like a 41-38 type victory and shit. And we would have went away from that game saying, you can't even be mad at either team, They both played their hearts out. Just at the end, it came to one mistake. And when you say something like that, you're like, oh shit, that's a game. It's like, hey, you made that one mistake that cost you the game. Even though he played perfect.
So what about the other 2 guys here? Tuli Tupalatu?
I'm talking about the game when we
PJ Watt
about Pro Bowl. I fucked up the UFC shit. I don't even want to do it now.
Go ahead, you good?
Wait, you talking about Tuli Pulo? Damn.
E.T. Do you love me?
Tui Pulotu. Tui Pulotu. Tuli Pulotu. Damn, that's hard to say, and I'm pretty good at trying to get through it. Tui Puloto. Not Pulotu. Tui Pulotu.
That's what you think. Does he deserve to be there or not? Jesus Christ.
Hey, this is gonna be a perfect and
adios mios.
Oh yeah, he was nice.
Oh my God, he say all that to say that, man. Talk about TJ so I can hit the slide, nigga.
Jesse Minter, like this talks about the Ravens coach, Jesse Minter, who coached this kid right here. So, like, check this out. Jesse Minter is our head coach because how he transformed that Chargers defense from 28th to 5th ranked overall defense. That's a crazy jump in ranking. You don't have to look at it the 5th meaning anything, but the point is that ranking went from 28th to 5th. That means their EPA also went up. So that's how you got to look at that, estimated points allowed. When you change that number,
you don't have to elaborate. Go ahead.
Anyways, so whether or not you've seen the Chargers games or not, their pass rush is a huge part of the reason why, and their run defense has been a huge reason why. And then when you got this guy sealing the edge and also rushing the passer, what can go wrong when you're getting this many sacks? TJ Watt is TJ Watt. The dude is a Pro Bowler every year for a reason. He gets double-digit sacks, and that's what he does. He's never had a season without a double-digit sack. That's crazy. Dude, also a first ballot Hall of Famer as long as he stays on this path.
Right.
Whether they get a championship or not, he's Hall of Famer.
He already locked in. Yeah.
He's gonna be locked in. He gets one more 10-sack season. Nobody can talk shit. Like this dude's got a consecutive run of just double-digit sacks. Like
Who
that's
bigger?
ultimate
Him?
production.
Who the better player? Him or his brother?
He is. JJ knows that too. He is.
You think PJ Watt was more dominant than JJ Watt?
No, not because I didn't say dominant. I said who's a better player because longevity. But I would say that JJ Watt, he was actually on JJ Watt was on an upward climb, but the injuries on him. I think that's the only reason why. But I think JJ Watt's okay with it. He's okay that his brother is exceeding his exceeding him because that's a younger brother's supposed to be anyway. He's supposed to be better. If you're a good brother, you would want your little brother to be better.
He don't have no pictures bleeding playing football.
Nah, but I mean, you can't. I've never if you put them stacked next to each other at their primes, I want to choose JJ Watt every time.
Dominant.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying he's had a better career because of this consistency in his career where he didn't have to take off for injury. Oh, he did. But even with his injury, he still stacked the numbers. I guess you're right, man. I gotta say that they both had a similar.
I think that's a whole other. That's a what have you done for me?
Yeah. I'd have to really look at that. So now I don't no longer know.
All right, I was just a quick question. This ain't on trial. You ain't
I gotta
on trial.
analyze how their careers ended up. Because
all right, so here we go. I'm gonna move on. Here we go. Cornerbacks.
Cornerbacks. Cooper DeJean, Witherspoon. Derek Stanley, Patrick Denzel Ward. Yeah, Cooper DeJean had a nice standout season. Like I'm seeing his name a lot. You know, watching the game, he's the highlight guy, making interceptions at the most opportune times. Like he's like boom, and he was like, "Oh, Cooper DeJean." His name interceptions. J.C. Horn. Listen, the Panthers defense has a bunch of young players that no one knows them. Like they're not household names, but this young defense is going to be beast. They're just getting better and better and got better. That's the reason why the Panthers made a surge and had some wins down the line and why they beat the freaking NFC runner-up champions.
Why you had to bring that up? What'd you bring that up for?
I didn't mean to do that, but that young team beat y'all. You even said, how could the Panthers almost beat us in the playoffs, but then we go toe-to-toe with the Seahawks? It's the reason why they're young and young
defense down
defense
competition.
Yeah. Nah, but that young defense.
You gotta stop agreeing with me.
That young defense was getting to Matthew Stafford. That's why. So any defensive player on that I'd be okay with because that whole Panthers defense was playing lights out. J.C. Horn is good, and J.C. Horn is also a name that came up a lot, especially in pass breakups in crucial third down situations. I think this team had a run being the best third down team defense for a nice couple of weeks in a row, and that led to like their win streak. Look that one up. All right, Quinion Mitchell, Eagles. Oh yeah, Quinion. The Eagles defense, to be honest, there were so many inconsistencies with the Eagles offense that they kept them in games, and why every time they'd make game-winning drives, you just forget about the mistakes. That's why I didn't vote for the Eagles in the playoffs in the first place. But their defense is the reason why they kept winning most of those games where they weren't playing their best offense. You know, where just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, so, I mean, you can't, and a lot of that is their secondary. Their secondary is beast like that. Period. Let me see. Christian Gonzalez, he was the best he's the best defensive back on the Patriots. He was last year too, and he is this year. Derek Stingley, one of the biggest reasons why the Texas defense was beast, and they also had good sack numbers because their coverage was so good, especially against Stingley. Right. Pastor Tan, he's in the Stingley same category, but just like a step above him as far as consistency in his coverage ability. This dude has serious like games where he went a couple drives where he'd make the game-saving third down play, a pass breakup, or even interceptions at times, or doing tips that led to interceptions because his coverage skills was that good. So he deserves to be. Denzel Ward has always been a consistent receiver. He's part of the reason why Myles Garrett gets some of his sacks because he's locking up the number one sometimes. So
right.
The time. I like everybody on the AFC. As you can see, I watch more AFC than NFC, which is why I went more in depth with the bottom row.
All right, so here we go. We got the last group, the safeties.
the safeties.
Got
Start with
Buddha
the
up
top.
there, the OG.
Buda
Jay-
Baker is one of the best stories of the Arizona Cardinals, and he's like, this dude is like the Barry Sanders storyline of the Cardinals. Like he's that great player that not everybody's gonna remember because he plays so great on a bad teams. Or not bad teams. I'm not gonna say bad teams. That's not the right word to say. Teams that were inconsistent and couldn't.
team. Right.
Yeah, struggling teams. That's probably bad. And they struggle whether it's on defense or offense. But man, this dude's highlight reel. He makes at least 1 or 2 highlight reels every season that make the top highlight reels. Buda Baker's involved in them. And look, he's still playing. I feel kind of bad. It's like I shouldn't feel bad for anyone. He played in the damn NFL.
Yeah, he don't feel bad.
He's a player that deserves to be a champion, It's kind of fucked up.
History is littered with those, though, brother.
Yeah.
And then on the AFC side, what you thinking?
On the AFC or NFC?
AFC.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey, Kyle Hamilton. Man, Jalen Ramsey's. Oh, these are the safeties. Okay. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey as a safety. Yeah, it worked out. It allowed him to play instinctually more than trying to use his athleticism that's starting to take a couple dips.
Right.
And now he's getting a couple dips, but now he can play instinctive and be patient and then burst.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're bursting at a time, you can recover faster. So you can last in the game way longer and still be at full speed. Yep, exactly. So I think Jalen Ramsey was a great position switch, and he deserves to be in the I've seen at least 2 times a year. And both times against the Ravens, he had a lot of moments where he's still a hard hitter too. He hits hard.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Kyle Hamilton, everybody knows the Swiss Army knife that Kyle Hamilton is. We don't even have to talk about it. He plays the most positions of any player on defense.
Everywhere, right.
He can literally get a contract for every defensive position at the line and in the secondary. Crazy. This dude plays the slot. Only thing he doesn't play outside unless he's like covering a tight end that kind of goes wheels, and he's on the outside only because he's like covering a tight end running a fucking little wheel type route.
Mm-hmm.
So he plays everywhere. Kyle Hamilton deserves to be. And Derwin James, I played an IDP league, and this dude was money every single time. He was guaranteed 10 tackles as a safety and several pass breakups and interceptions every few games. He'd get an interception, and you're like, damn, this dude's getting me points. He's putting up numbers. Derwin James was a great fantasy IDP player. So was all 3 of the guys on the bottom, actually. Damn, if you look at it from a fantasy perspective, these are top fantasy defensive players, which means they put up numbers.
Yes,
so I should have just went off of that because I paid attention to all of these on IDP. I was trying to get a couple of them. I just went silent right after that. I was like, that is all I have to say about that. That is all I have to say.
It up.
Exactly. Damn, son las 9.
All right, say less. Okay. So Ed, real quick, let's go over this fight card, yo.
Damn. All right.
Real quick. All
right. Okay.
So
Shakur,
let's just talk about the main fight card.
Yeah, Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Sanders. Sanders. I keep doing that, yo.
Shador Sanders.
No, you said Shador. I said Shakur. That's why I kept saying Shador earlier. Fuck it. Yeah, this right here is a top fight. I think both fighters are great. I mean, this is really going to test like Shakur, see what he's really made of, because Teofimo can fight from stepping back or going forward. That's what makes him a hard fighter to beat, because even if you push him back, he still has excellent counter punching ability that can put him back on the front foot quickly. So you could be going forward, and next he cracks you with one that you don't see, and now you're going shit, and now he's going up on you, and he's very good at that, at being able to go off his back foot and stay sharp with it. But man, that's Shakur. He's got one of the fastest hands. So can his skill set match the speed of Shakur's like sometimes blinding punching speed? Like he punches you don't even see coming. And I think that's going to be the difference maker, because every time Shakur goes forward, can Teo flip it and get him going backwards? And if he can do that, I think that's how Teofimo's path to victory. Shakur is using his speed and see that if he has the boxing IQ that he's known to have, and he's gonna need it here because of somebody like Teofimo, who's a really good counter puncher, especially off the back foot. That really means that Shakur has to be sharp enough to be able to counter those. So that's like a quick step process, slip, and then so this really gonna test like his real defensive ability. And I think Shakur has like such sharp movements that's why this fight is interesting, because when Shakur goes forward, is he gonna be able to outsmart Teofimo going backwards? You know what I'm saying? Because out of nowhere he'll hit you with something, and now what looked like you had an edge on him turned into him having an edge on you because you over
anymore, my friend.
Yeah, so I mean I think that's the question of the fight for me, because I like both fighters. Is like which fighter is sharper than the other when it comes to playing their fight, because they complement each other well. Like
it'll be a good fight, yeah.
Like Shakur really can like come with blinding speed when he goes forward, but then counter puncher, can he match the speed and counter that shit?
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, I'm excited.
I could see either fighter winning, but I think I'm gonna take Shakur as it's like a unanimous decision, and we're probably gonna see him have some like marks on his face. Like, maybe he does have the chin, or who knows? Or we're gonna see a run fest. I don't know.
Teofimo, that nigga look like he sold cocaine in El Salvador.
Yeah, if you let him, he'll go forward. That's how what's gonna happen. You have to make him go backwards.
Okay.
And when you do, he's still dangerous. So he's just a tough fighter to beat because he's so versatile.
Swiss Army knife. He the Kyle Hamilton of boxing.
Yeah, you can say that. He's versatile in fighting style. He matches well with almost anybody just because he's able to fight forward or backwards and be accurate. Like,
let me see you go back, forth and forth. All right, here we go. That nigga took a sip. It's been a long time.
It's fast now.
He took a sip on the side. Nigga said that was the HR meeting sip.
Yeah.
Y'all saw me suck. Y'all saw us fucking them. Y'all saw us fucking. All right. Here we go. So that's been Poppy's Pro Bowl quick pick.
Man, that was long as hell. We did the whole thing though.
I told you we was gonna get it in. Bitch, I'm going in. All right, guys. So we here, man. We made it to another episode.
The crash out is real.
You got anything to say before we disembark off of the Wanderer of the Seas?
Appreciate all the feedback.
That was a I'm sorry response. I appreciate y'all support.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. Make sure you check out, like Ed said, we opened the show, man. Make sure you check out his freestyle submission on our page, and make sure you watch out for Crip the Rapper. What's his name? Crip the Rapper's stream.
Is it Crip the Rapper or Crip at the Rapper?
I can't remember. If you don't know, I don't know. That you already know. That's it. Don't come to me looking for clarification. I'm gonna do you worse than church dude.
I can post it though.
Yeah, he'll put it in here. So make sure you follow that
on the top of the screen.
Exactly. As always, check out the Too Late We Said It podcast. Ed drops shorts regularly, so get those for your little dopamine shot until we air our shows every Saturday. Continue to subscribe, follow, tell your friends about us, man. The sooner we hit a certain number of subs, we're going to start doing these shows live and be able to interact with you guys. So we want your interaction, but it starts with your subscription first. So please take that time out and just hit that little button down there, that like one, and then over here is the subscribe one. And fuck with us for real. As always, check my page out. Check my page out for upcoming comedy shows. I got a show this coming Saturday. While this is airing, I'll be on stage this Saturday, but I got some shows next month. I'll start posting the promos here like the week before, so you guys can check us out there. And as always, we appreciate you guys for watching it. Watching us. Put it in the box. Watching us. And until next week, be safe. And we will see you guys then. From us at the Too Late We Said It podcast to you in your bathroom while you're at work. Stop playing with yourself. We appreciate you guys for watching. Hit it, Ed.
Peace.
We Said It, Season 3, Episode 4. Yo, you know what? I'm not even gonna act happy right now, bitch, because y'all know what happened. I know what really happened to my soul last week. Nigga, ain't no fanfare this week.
Dun, 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 dun.
Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez.